help us guards out and defending the ball screen. And towards the end of the season, Kennedy's even been our defensive player of the game a few times, and that's mostly because teams started putting the ball screen. He's done a great job of defending it.
What about the challenges defensively? Gonzaga, what person you have?
Yeah, like I said, Gonzaga's pretty similar to us. How they try to play inside out. They give their bigs a lot of touches, and you know, they got some big boys, so it'll be tough trying to defend them. But I have all the confidence in our big guys to do a good job, and the rest of the team as well.
Have you had a chance to watch them much during the season? I mean, they started.
Nah, I mean it's harder for us to pay attention to the West Coast teams with them being in a different conference, and like we have the ACC Big Ten Challenge, so we'll pay attention to the Big Ten teams a bit because we know we might have to play them in the future years coming or something like that. But me personally, I hadn't seen much of Gonzaga before. I was trying to prepare for them for this game.
And what did you learn about Gonzaga in that quick turnaround?
Yeah, I just learned that they're, like I said, they're extremely similar to us. They like to play inside out. They do a very good job of making sure they take, you know, good shots on the offensive end and get good looks. They do a good job of taking care of the ball. So I think that was the biggest takeaway from looking at them over the last day.
Has Roy changed much at all since you arrived?
Some may say this, that coach has gotten softer since he was here, and I think over my past 4 years he has gotten a bit softer. That could have a lot to do with us winning more games the last 2 seasons. But I think Coach has gotten a little bit softer. Outside of that, he's been the same guy.
Does it not seem like you guys are doing more different things, especially on the defensive end? The zone against Kentucky last night, the strange matchups.
We have, you know, changed some defenses here and there. I think either my freshman year or sophomore year against Duke, we went to a 1-3-1 zone towards the end of one of those games, and that got us a win. And, since I've been here, I think Coach has changed his defensive schemes a little bit more. Throwing some zone in there, a little bit more than he has in his past.
Roy said last night that when Chris's shot went up last year, he knew it was going in. Did you know, when was the first time you talked to Chris about it?
Right after the game, we talked about it a little bit, but I think everyone that knows Chris knew when he took that shot it was going in. Everyone knows how well he shoots the ball and how confident he is. So for him to get an open look like that and him to 1-2 step into that shot, I think everyone, like I said, everyone that knew it was going in.
And obviously you've talked about it a million times, but is there any one way you've come to process that whole thing or reconcile that, or just kind of an oddity of fate?
Not really. I mean, be happy for Chris, be upset with loss. I mean, that's what it came down to.
Nate, can you talk about the difference in this team's personality, the vibe of it, as compared to last year's?
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar, honestly. The only difference is we lost our 3 seniors in Joel, Bryce, and Marcus. But as far as the personality of our team, I think last year we were pretty loose as far as enjoying the moments and having fun off the court. And I think we do the same thing this year. We spend a lot of time dancing and joking on each other and just making sure we have fun off the court. So I think it started last year and it carried to the older guys this year.
How much emphasis does Roy put on offensive boards? And obviously you guys are so good at that.
Yeah, well, rebounding is our number one, I guess, key that he emphasizes on all of his teams. So we want to do a great job of having a good rebounding margin. We want to get as many offensive boards as we can, and on the defensive end, keep them off the board so we can get out and run. And I think with Coach emphasizing that's been key for us in our success the last 2 years.
Aside from advancing the last couple of weeks, what's been the most challenging thing for you guys as a group in the last year and getting back to this point?
Most challenging thing. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say it's been the defense. I mean, last year we knew that if we played defense, we were a hard team to beat, and then going into this year, we knew how good we could be if we played well on the defensive end, especially in Maui. And after Maui, there were some games when we didn't perform on the defensive end the way we needed to, and that resulted in some losses. So I would say having that throughout the entire season has been the hardest thing.
You said after you guys lost to Duke in Brooklyn, the coach mentioned defense, and that in order to achieve your goals, you had to do what 05 did and 09 did. Was that sort of the moment where you guys realized, okay, it's either now or never? Got to defend.
I mean, yeah, I guess for any team it's now or never because it's the tournament.
As far as defending and getting to the level he thought you guys could get.
I mean, yeah, like I said, you either win or go home. So we know that we need to play defense to win. So yeah, I guess you could say that after that loss, it was a now or never kind of thing.